Good morning, children. I hope you all are fine and safe. Today we are going to see UNIT-3 in civics, human rights. Yes, as a human we all have some rights, right? So we'll see about the human rights. In this chapter we are going to see what are human rights and universal declaration of human rights, our social, economic and cultural rights, and about the civil and political rights, and also about the fundamental rights in India, our fundamental duties as a citizen, and also about the child rights. Okay, first we'll see about human rights. The right inherent to all human beings, regardless of race, gender, nationality, language, religion, or any other status. Everyone is entitled to these rights without discrimination. So we all have a right as a human being, right? Whatever caste we belong, whatever language we speak, whatever nation we belong, what gender we are, there is no difference in all this. Everyone has some rights, okay? Without any discrimination, everyone must be equally treated. All have equal rights. So this is called human rights, okay? Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, it is a milestone document in the history of human rights, because it says about different legal and cultural backgrounds. It was set up by them for all regions of the world, okay? So these rights apply to all people, irrespective of their race, caste, gender, nationality, as well as people are born free and equal, okay? As for all the people who has born, okay, for both for born free and equal. So in that we'll see about socio-economic and cultural rights. Socio-economic and cultural rights are integral part of the human rights law that was developed due to the aftermath of World War II. So it has been developed after the World War II only. So social rights are necessary for full participation in the society. Economic rights guarantee every person to have conditions under which they are able to meet their needs. They are a part of range of legal principles through which economic equality and freedom are preserved in state. Cultural rights are human rights that aim at assuring the enjoyment of culture and its components in conditions of equality, human dignity and non-discrimination. So every person, they have the condition which they are able to meet their needs, okay? Social rights are necessary for full participation in the society. So all have social, economic and cultural rights, right? As a citizen of India, we all have certain rights. Next is civil and political rights. The rights ensures one's ability to participate in the civil and political life of the society and state. So civil rights, it is afforded by the government to every person regardless of race, nationality, color, gender, age, religion, etc. See children, we all come from different areas, we all live in a different places, though we are all considered as Indians, Tamilians. So all have equal rights, right? So this is the civil and political rights. Fundamental rights in India. So we have certain rights. The first is right to equality. So from this itself we know that we have equal rights, okay? There is no difference in religion, caste, races, gender, place of birth, okay? So one can seek justice from court at any time. No, anyone can seek justice from the court. Right to freedom. 6 types of freedoms are mentioned in the Constitution. So they are freedom of speech and expression. So we can speak whatever we think, okay? To assemble peacefully without arms, okay? Freedom of assemble peacefully without arms. So we can assemble anywhere. Freedom of form associations and unions. We are free to reside and settle in any part of our country, right? We can live wherever we need with with enough proof and enough documents. We can reside and settle anywhere. We can move freely throughout the territory of India, right? We can go anywhere throughout India, right? We can practice any profession and carry any occupation, trade or business. If it is right one, we can do any business. Okay, no one can question us. So next one is right against exploitation. So it is a law that not to employ any children below 14 years of age in mines, factories and other occupations. So all must be educated, right? Under the age of 14, everyone must be educated. So they were not allowed to go to any companies, any mines. Okay, they are not supposed to do any occupations. Okay, their only duty is to learn. They have to go school and learn. So this is called right against exploitation. So no contract or nor employer, they should be not included. Children should be not included in this type of job. Right to freedom of conscience and religion. So all have their own freedom, own rights to follow any religion. No one can force us to follow a religion, right? See, we people also come from different backgrounds. We follow different religions. Okay, no one has the right to force us. No one has the right to compel us. We can choose our own religion, right? So this is called right to freedom to follow any religion. Cultural and educational rights. So the Constitution gives us right to preserve, protect and promote culture. We have the right to open schools, associations and society to preserve and promote our tradition and culture. So we have the right to open schools. If we have money, we can also open a school. If we have enough qualified things for that, we can open a school. So we have cultural and educational rights. Okay. Similarly, a group of people may open a school for imparting religious education to children. The government also promotes such activities by giving grants. Okay, so the government also will support us if we do all these things. Right to constitutional remedies. Fundamental rights are guaranteed by the Constitution. By the right, a person can adopt Constitution means and approach a court if he is denied the fundamental rights. So we can approach the court if any of our rights have been denied, rejected. We can approach the court immediately. Okay, so we have the rights to seek the court for justice. Next we'll see about the fundamental duties. So far we have seen the fundamental rights. As a citizen we have certain rights. As a citizen we have certain duties also. We'll see that. Respect the Constitution and its ideal, the national flag and national anthem. So we have to respect national flag, national anthem, our institutions, everything. Okay, we have to follow the noble ideals of our national struggle for freedom, and also we have to protect the unity and integrity of India. Okay, also we should defend the country and render national services. Okay, so we have to promote harmony and the spirit of common brotherhood. So this is also one of our duty. We have to preserve the rich and valued heritage of our country. In our pledge, in our national pledge, we used to say, no, I preserve all these things. Okay, as a citizen, I will do all these things. So it is our duty. So it is our duty to protect and improve the natural environments like a forest, lake, river, wildlife, and we have to show compassion to all the living creatures. Okay, we should develop scientific temper, humanism and the spirit of inquiry and reform. We should provide opportunities for education by the parent and guardian to the children or ward up to the age of 14. So we have to provide education, right? So these are the fundamental duties of a citizen. Next we'll see about child right. Okay, so child right is a child is a person who has not completed the age of 18, that is a minor as per UNO. So a child who is considered to be a child who has not completed the age of 18 years, so that is a minor person, is called child. Okay, so they have certain rights. Right to life, they have the right to live. Family environment, life to live in a family environment. Right to education, they have the right to benefit from the social security. They have to right against the sexual exploitation. If they are abused sexually also, they have to give voice against it. they have the rights against sale. Okay, so they have rights to ask about against the form of exploitation like child labor. So these are the rights of the children. Okay, so as a child also, you people are very small children, so you also have certain rights. Okay, so we should not think that as a child I don't have any rights or any duties. All are the citizens of India, we all born here in our country, so we all have certain rights, certain duties. So this is our duty to fulfill all that and preserve our country. As a human, we have all rights, and whenever we are neglected, we are rejected by something, we have the right to defend for ourselves. Okay, so this is what we have learned in this chapter, children. I hope you would have understand. Thank you.